Welcome back to Bioclass Bites. In this video, we are going to talk about the nature of cancer cells. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. This video is part of Grade 8 Biology Unit on Cancer Formation. In this video, we are going to focus on the following lessons: cancer in its description, common types of cancer, and what happens during metastasis. So, throughout our lives, there are healthy cells in our body that undergo normal cell division, and we have tackled about that in the previous unit. So, one of the reasons why our cells divide is so that they can replace themselves within the body in a controlled fashion. So, if you still remember our lesson on mitosis, those body cells perform mitosis in order to replace themselves as they get worn out inside our bodies. So mitosis are performed by body cells such as lung cells, skin cells, muscle cells, um, um, and all those parts of your body. So cancer happens. So everything that we have tackled in mitosis, we are assuming that the cells are undergoing healthy cell division. However, that is not the case all the time. Cancer can happen when a cell is altered or mutated so that it undergoes cell division and multiplies out of control. So normal cells, they divide this way. After cytokinesis, there are now two cells. But sometimes cancer cell will keep on dividing and dividing, will keep on multiplying even if they are not supposed to multiply anymore. And that can cause problems for the body. So to learn more about cancer and its definition and all the related information, I recommend that you visit National Cancer Institute from this website. I'll provide the link in the description below. So cancer is the term used for diseases in which the abnormal cells, okay, divide without control, or they continuously divide and undergo cell division without control, and they are able to invade other tissues of the body. They can spread throughout the body through the blood and lymph system. So these are the common sites of cancer, okay? So, and common sites and symptoms of cancer and its metastasis. So brain cancer, okay? So brain is the organ, and then brain cancer could form from there. And symptoms would include headaches, seizures, and vertigo, okay? Then for respiratory, so cough, hemoptysis, and dyspnea can all become symptoms of cancer, okay, in the lungs. Lymph nodes also, liver, okay, hepatomegaly or enlargement of the liver, and then jaundice, that's the yellowing of the skin due to liver failure. Skeletal cancer such as body pain or bone pain, fractures, and spinal cord compression. So to learn more about cancers and how they behave differently from healthy cells, I actually require that you watch this video from TED-Ed. I'll provide the link in the description below. This one also is from a 3D medical animation about cancer. Very important, very informative. You are required to watch this. Again, I'll provide the link in the description below. And then this one is another video more about definitions of cancer. Again, I'll provide the link in the description below. So cancer begins in your cells, okay? So cancer cells are actually just healthy cells that underwent abnormal cell division. So we all know that cells are the building blocks of our body. So if you still remember our lessons on levels of organization, cells make up tissues, tissues make up organ, organ into organ system, into organism. So again, normally our body big forms, grows and develops new cells as we need them, and then eventually they get replaced when they die. Okay, so certain cells in your body have lifespans. For example, the red blood cells, they only have a lifespan of 120 days. Some cells of your internal organs can be replaced altogether after 2 months. Some only have several days. So in order to replace themselves after they die, they have to undergo cell division. sometimes this process of replacing old cells with new cells through cell division could go wrong, and new cells grow even if when you do not need them. Okay? While old cells do not die when they should. Okay? These extra cells can form a mass called tumor. So tumors can be benign or malignant. So these are the two classifications of tumors. So sometimes tumors are not cancerous, so they are called benign tumors. Okay, so they are made up of cells, just like healthy cells. However, they just stay in one place and do not spread to other tissues and organs. Okay, so they are benign. They are not. They do not cause problems in the body. What we do not want are those malignant tumors. Okay. So cancer tumors are called malignant tumors, and they spread throughout the body. They spread through the blood and through the lymph nodes and invade other organs of the body. Okay? So just to remember, when we say benign, right? Benign, it means good. Okay? So not bad. Okay? While malignant, malign, it means that it's evil or bad. Okay, so those are just the root words for those terms. So these are illustrations, diagrams to help us visualize the difference between benign and malignant tumors. Okay, so a benign tumor are just the cells of benign tumors are just encased in a capsule and they stay in one place. They can have a slow expanding mass. They can grow. Okay, but they are kept within a capsule. And most of the time, benign tumors can be operated on and can be removed through surgery. So you see here a protective capsule. Malignant tumors, on the other hand, they have irregular shape. They have irregular size and shape. They can invade other tissues. They can invade blood vessels, and they have already escaped their capsule. Okay, so they are out and spreading, and can cause necrosis or cell death. Okay, so um, they are more they create towards, or they create bad symptoms for the body. So these are um, actual specimens of benign tumor from the breast, as you can see here. So they are still it is still encapsulated. It still has its own covering. Okay, so it was quite easy for it to remove. This one is a malignant tumor still of the breast. So as you can see, there's this already outward growth, okay, and have invaded other parts of the breast tissue. So they have here a one solid mass, then it has spread if it is malignant like this. So another set of pictures. So this one is an intraoperative view of a benign tumor in the thoracic cavity. So as you can see, it has a mass, but it is encapsulated. It's quite easy to remove through surgery. This one is an extracted sample of malignant lung cancer. So as you can see, the black parts here have already invaded the different parts of the lungs. So it has spread already. So there are different types of cancer, okay? And you can, if you're interested, you can visit Still National Cancer Institute, and they have different cancer types arranged alphabetically. If you want to go to this website, and I recommend that you do, I'll provide the link in the description below. This one is from cancer.net. So they have more information about different types of cancer. They also arrange it alphabetically. I'll provide the link in the description below. So cancers are named for the area in which they begin, okay? And the type of cancer, the type of cell that they are made up of, okay? Even if they have already spread to other parts of the body. So for example, a cancer that begins in the lungs and spreads to the liver is still called lung cancer. So for the purpose of our discussion, these are the general types of cancer that I will present to you. So carcinoma, so that's the cancer that starts in the skin or tissues that line other organs. So skin and tissue. Sarcoma is the cancer of connective tissue, so cancer of the bones, muscles, cartilage, and blood vessels. Leukemia is the cancer of the bone marrow, which creates blood cells. Lymphoma and myeloma are cancers of the immune system. So let's look first at carcinoma. So again, this is the type of cancer that starts with the skin, okay, or lining of organs. As you can see here, you have your squamous cell carcinoma. So as you can see, it's quite easy to identify that it has already started to spread, okay, throughout the patient's skin. So this one is basal cell carcinoma, so skin cancer. So carcinoma is a category of types of cancer that develop from epithelial cells. Again, those are the skin and tissue lining of organs. Sarcoma is the cancer from mesenchymal or connective tissue. Okay, so for example, breast cancer, as you can see here, this mass here, this tumor that has developed already. So that's breast cancer. And then Kaposi sarcoma, so that's the muscle of, that's the cancer of the muscle that can already be seen in the skin. So connective tissue, okay, is a broad term that includes the bone, the cartilage, fat. As we all know, the breast is mostly made up of fat, vascular, hematopoietic tissues, and sarcomas. Okay, so these are just some of the examples of sarcoma. Leukemia is the cancer of the blood, of the body's blood-forming tissues, including the bone and lymphatic system. Okay, so this one, leukemia patient Nick Glasgow, okay, when he was told that he has a zero chance of finding a donor to replace possibly his bone marrow. Some forms of leukemia are more common in children, other mostly occur in adults. So in terms of leukemia, this usually involves having abnormal numbers of white blood cells in the body. If you still remember our lesson on human anatomy, we are supposed to have just very few numbers of white blood cells, okay? And any rise in the number, any increase in the number of white blood cells could actually mean infection. And if there's an infection in your body, so they're multiplying to fight off the infection. But if there's too much white blood cells, that could also mean that you might have leukemia. Lymphoma is the cancer that begins in the immune system, okay? Specifically the lymphocytes. So these cells are found in the lymph nodes, such as this Burkitt's lymphoma. So as you can see here, we have lymph nodes around this area, okay, of our jaw here, or of our neck. And if there's this abnormal cell growth in the lymph nodes, it can cause into this type of cancer. Spleen, thymus, so that's the throat, bone marrow, and other parts of the body. So when you have lymphoma, lymphocytes, so those are the infection fighting cells, change and they grow out of control, even invading other organs of the body. Myeloma, also known as plasma cell myeloma, is the cancer of plasma cells. So another type of blood cells. Okay, so as you can see here, plasmacytomas. So as you can see here, there's this growth on the scalp and then at the back of the patient. So here we have metastatic multiple myeloma. Okay, so as you can see here, they are presenting as papules. Okay, these small structures here found on the skin. So often, no symptoms are noticed as it progresses. It includes bone pain, bleeding, frequent infections, and anemia. Now, we've mentioned several times the term metastasis, okay? So that is the term given when cancer spreads. So normally, they will just start in one area here. But since they are considered malignant, they can invade other parts of the body. They can undergo metastasis. So that's what we call it. So here we have here a cut surface of a liver showing multiple metastatic nodules. So each and every one of these tumor are cancer cells that has metastasized already. So cancer cells travel through the body from the original tumor or the primary site to other parts of the body. They usually go through the bloodstream. So when they spread, that's called metastasis. So to learn more about metastasis, I recommend that you watch this video. Very informative. I'll provide the link in the description below. This video also from TED-Ed, how does cancer spread through the body? Very, very important that you watch this. Again, I'll provide the link in the description below. So that ends our video. I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. Till next time, goodbye.